I'm nervous. You guys excited? I'm excited. Me and that one lady are excited. Rest you're like, it's getting pretty late. It's I'm sure. I'm a little nervous. Can you tell I get nervous on stage? I'm very self-conscious of my looks. And some of you might be like, why? You're adorable. If you're laughing, probably you weren't thinking that. I'm very self-conscious of my teeth. I have some crooked teeth. They're not crazy, but they're enough to be self-conscious about. I was talking to my buddy the other day. I was confiding in him. I was like, man, I'm really self-conscious about my teeth. And he looked at me and goes, dude, all you need is some Crest whitening strips. I was like, thanks, man. I'm actually self-conscious that they're crooked, but what the hell? Let's throw yellow in there. Why not? Let's get that involved. I was not even aware that my teeth were off color, but thanks for throwing that in there. That's like someone going, hey, do I look fat in this? You're like, well, you're getting uglier, so I can't tell. It's like, oh, I felt fat yesterday. I went to McDonald's. McDonald's will make you feel fat. It doesn't matter what size you are or what you order. You will feel like a fatty when you leave McDonald's. If you give me 110 pounds, order a piece of lettuce and a bottle of water, you'll leave there being like, oh my God, I'm going to crap my pants. You just feel bad when you're at McDonald's. You ever go to McDonald's, you order your food, they put your tray down with your soda and fries, and you're still waiting for your burger, and you just start eating your fries while you're in line. That is the low point in a human being's life, just standing in public. I was doing it the other day, and then I realized they weren't even my fries. I was just eating someone else's fries. I'm sorry. Then I realized I didn't even order it yet. I was third in line, just reaching around. I'm sorry, they're so good. I had to. I couldn't wait. It's getting confusing at McDonald's. I was there the other day. I go, can I get the number 4? And the woman goes, the meal? I was like, no, the number 4. I want to buy it. That's my lucky number. Also, 67 and 108. Just bag them all up. I'll be on my way. Oh, do not sell digits here? Okay. I was confusing with a different place. Sell the cheeseburger, I guess. I live in New York. It's always too crowded at McDonald's. I don't like a crowded McDonald's. A crowded McDonald's feels like an emergency room to me. They're very similar. Everybody's fat and sad. People are crying and limping. There's always Spanish being yelled very loudly. There's always a beeping happening for some reason. Like, the fries done, or is somebody flatlining back there? Can we turn that off? I'm trying to focus on my toy over here, so. I have a buddy, he was feeling fat the other day. We went to the gym together, we worked out, and then afterwards we weighed ourselves, not together, we took turns. I was like, hey, jump on, we'll do the math later, it'll be fun. We weighed ourselves. He left his shoes on while he was weighing himself. You're not really supposed to do that. He gets off the scale. He goes, it says I weigh 210, but I left my shoes on. It's probably more like 204. I was like, hey, it seems like your shoes have a bit of a weight problem as well. Are those the new Nike denials that you're working on? Are you working on Dutch clogs? I don't understand what your shoes weigh 3 pounds each. It seems I was like, why don't you take your shoes off, get a more accurate reading? He's like, well, I didn't feel like bending over. Well, that's not exactly a quote of champions you have there. Like, you don't weigh 210. You weigh too fat to take your shoes off for 30 seconds. That's your weight. Sometimes you feel fat. Sometimes you feel dumb, right? You ever try to read a book and the opening quote before the book even starts is too much for you to understand? I have real bad anxiety. I tried to buy a book about meditation. I opened that book. Page 1, it said, only that day dawns to which you are awake. That book is for somebody else. I don't know what that is. I'm having a panic attack trying to break down that sentence. So. Evidently I'm too dumb to meditate. Do you have a pamphlet I can peruse real quick with simpler words? I like to meditate. My friend's like, you have anxiety, you should meditate. I like the idea of meditating, but if you have anxiety, you're not able to meditate. That's what people don't tell you. I can meditate for about 1 minute, and then I open my eyes, and think one of my roommates is going to put his balls in my head. I'm like, what the hell was that? I heard something. I'm just going to get some drinks. That works better. So. My friend's like, you have anxiety, you should meditate. Oh, I should sit alone in a room with nothing but my thoughts? That's a cure for anxiety? What is your cure for my ADD? Sudoku? I don't really see how there's a video. I've tried to meditate. I don't believe it. I think it's just napping. Doesn't it seem very similar to a nap? It's like you lay still with your eyes closed for like an hour. Yeah, I've been napping. I've been meditating my whole life. I don't know. He's like, no, you let your mind wander wherever it goes. Yeah, that's a dream you're referring to. It's a nap featuring a dream. So. Now I just take naps and tell people I meditated. You can do that. It's not against the rules. Nobody checks. It's nice. If you tell people you nap, they think you're lazy, right? They judge you. If you tell people you meditate, they think that you're better than them. It's kind of nice. I also replaced the term masturbate with the term my stretches. That's another thing that you can do. You combine those two things, it makes it seem like you're a lot healthier than you actually are. I talked to my mother, she's like, what'd you do today, Joe? I'm like, I woke up pretty early, did my stretches, got the blood flowing. Then I ate a light breakfast, and then I meditated for about 90 minutes. So I woke up, stretched again, and meditated for another 2.5 hours. It was a pretty big day. So she's like, wow, that takes a lot of discipline. It sure does. Only that day dawns to which you are awake. I have panic disorder too. Panic disorder, I don't know if anyone has that. Panic attacks, those are pretty brutal. If you've never had a panic attack, you don't care because you don't understand what it's like. My friend's like, what is that? A panic, what is that? You feel like you're going to die? That's it? I'm like, yeah, that's it. You just feel like you're going to die. Big whoop. I don't know if you know this. Feeling like you're going to die is the same as dying, except at the end, instead of dead, you're sad and embarrassed. It's actually worse. He's like, it can't do any permanent damage, can it? No, but crying in the fetal position on a first date can screw you up for a while. I try to do yoga. Yoga is supposed to help anxiety. I do yoga a lot. I like doing yoga. Yoga helps my anxiety after I'm done with it. I feel good, but during the yoga, that's like the most anxiety I've ever had. If you're not familiar, it's a very sexy woman, half naked. A lot of tension in your back. You need to breathe into your back and then breathe out of your back. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm just doing this. I'm like, am I doing it? Can I breathe out of my mouth also? Because otherwise I might pass out here. I'm an exclusive face breather. I don't have holes in my back. What am I, a whale? I'm trying to breathe out of my butt. Is that a thing? I believe that's known as a queef in the business. I gotta Google it. Kids give me anxiety. They give me a lot of anxiety. I don't know if you guys have kids. I don't want kids. I like kids, but I don't want my own. Right? They just give me anxiety. I like being an uncle. I'm an uncle. Being an uncle is better than being a dad. As an uncle, you can do this. I am too drunk to hold the baby. And that's completely acceptable. People are like, that's hilarious. I go, Joe, go sleep it off. Have fun. If you said as a dad, people are like, you piece of shit. I knew this was a bad idea. I have a little nephew who's a baby. The other day I was at my sister's house, and we were having fun. We're drinking beers in the living room. We're a fun family. My nephew, he's sleeping down the hallway. He's taking a nap. I get up. I'm like, I'm going to grab another beer. Does anybody need anything? My sister goes, hey, while you're up, could you check on the baby? I was like, I don't even know what that means. She goes, oh, you know what I mean. Just go down there. Make sure he's still breathing and hasn't rolled out of bed. I'm like, wait a minute. Is it your baby is dead down the hallway? What? That's your parental system? Periodically dispatch a relative to see if the baby has passed away? I'm like, could you check on the baby? Because I'm not sure how to come back here with possibly the worst news ever. I'm going to walk back into a party with a fresh beer. Hey! Just checked on the baby. You might want to sit down for this. I like sex. I like sex, but I don't want kids. I like girls. I like small breasts on a girl. Anybody else? Small breasts? Have them? Like them? It's not a popular stance. There's like 9 of us in the country that are into small breasts. Maybe our Facebook page. Check it out. People think it's weird. My buddies are weird. They're like, what are you, like I'm small? What are you, gay? That's pretty gay. I'm like, I said breasts, not dicks. That would be gay. There's no size breast that makes you gay. And my other buddy's like, you weirdo, you like them small? That's pretty weird. I'm like, well, I like them on adults. It's like I was like a 9-year-old fat kid on a jungle gym in a tight t-shirt. I'm like, hey, check out the titties of that little fella. My uncle with his shirt off doesn't turn me on. I like small breasts accompanied by an adult vagina. It's not that weird. I like them for a reason. Small breasts stay good longer. They do. They're an investment. It's like buying organic milk. Better expiration date on the small breasts. Big breasts will go bad on you if you're not careful. You look pretty sweet for a while. You check the score of the game. You come back like, we're over here now. Big breasts, straight up and fly right, would you? And small breasts stay good forever. They're like, we're right here, right where you found us 10 years ago. We're going to be for the next 20 as well. So. It's about time small-breasted women start appreciating me. Large foreheads and crooked yellow teeth. That should be good. I've been doing this show for a year. I thought all these small-breasted women would want to be like a hero in the small breast community. Nobody gives a shit. If there was a female comedian that did a 5-minute bit about how she loves small penises, there'd be a line on the corner after every show. Every guy would be like, hey, you really spoke to me tonight. You want to grab a drink or something? I gotta go. You guys have been so nice. Thank you very much.